belajar dan berkembang. UT menawarkan fakultas dan jurusan yang beragam untuk menjangkau segala minat dan potensi. Tak hanya itu, UT juga berkomitmen pada pelestarian lingkungan dengan menerapkan konsep Green University yang dilengkapi fasilitas ramah lingkungan. Ribuan mahasiswa tersebar di berbagai wilayah, dari Sabang sampai Merauke, bahkan hingga luar negeri. Ini membuktikan bahwa di UT, belajar bukan lagi soal tempat atau waktu, melainkan tentang kesempatan yang terbuka luas untuk semua orang. Di Universitas Terbuka, teknologi bukan sekedar alat, tapi jembatan yang menghubungkan mimpi dengan kenyataan. Berbagai inovasi pembelajaran dihadirkan, mulai dari tutorial berbasis AI, siaran radio, UT-TV, hingga dunia virtual dan metaverse. Bahkan terdapat sistem ujian yang fleksibel dan inklusif. UT memastikan akses pendidikan menjangkau seluruh pelosok, dari kota hingga desa. Dosen dan tutor UT hadir melalui layar, suara, dan ruang digital. Dengan teknologi, menjangkau yang jauh, menguatkan yang ragu, membimbing setiap mahasiswa menuju ilmu tanpa batas waktu, tanpa jarak yang menghalangi. Universitas Terbuka memiliki 775 dosen tetap yang tersebar di seluruh Indonesia, serta memiliki 35 profesor dengan target peningkatan 2,5% per tahun. UT juga didukung oleh ribuan tutor aktif yang memfasilitasi pembelajaran. Setiap langkah kecil yang konsisten, lambat laun menjelma menjadi pencapaian besar. Universitas Terbuka tak hanya tumbuh, tapi terus membuktikan kualitasnya. Prestasi demi prestasi diraih, penghargaan dan akreditasi menjadi bukti bahwa kualitas tak pernah diragukan dan komitmen terhadap pendidikan terus dijaga. Inovasi lahir bukan sekedar pembeda, namun sebagai jawaban atas kebutuhan belajar yang terus berkembang. Dari teknologi pembelajaran terkini hingga sistem yang lebih ramah dan inklusif, semua dirancang agar pendidikan dapat menjangkau ke semua lapisan. Terbukti, berbagai terobosan ini telah berhasil memperoleh sejumlah paten.
Pendidikan adalah kehidupan yang terus hidup. Mari kita jadikan ilmu sebagai bentuk eksistensi diri kita sebagai manusia yang terus ingin belajar. Semoga cita-cita kita semuanya untuk menjadi mahasiswa yang menempuh pendidikan di Universitas Terbuka ini akan lahir sebagai manusia-manusia yang hebat.
Harapan saya buat mahasiswa UT jangan pernah kecil hati dan jangan pernah patah semangat, dan mudah-mudahan membuat kita komit untuk bisa menyelesaikan perkuliahan di UT. Semangat terus!
Harapannya semoga Universitas Terbuka di era globalisasi ini dan juga di era digital tetap berkualitas dan tetap menjangkau yang tidak terjangkau. Pendidikan berkualitas di Indonesia terus merambah kemana-mana.
Di balik langkah kecil seorang anak, tersimpan mimpi yang begitu besar. Bukan tentang kemewahan, bukan tentang harta, tapi tentang ilmu, cahaya yang mampu mengubah masa depan.
Terkadang ingatan membawa kita kembali ke awal, ke masa saat dunia adalah taman bermain yang luas dengan penuh rasa ingin tahu. Dan lihatlah kini, semangat kegembiraan dan rasa ingin tahu itu telah mengantarkannya menjadi bagian dari sebuah perjalanan besar. Perjalanan yang ia jalani di Universitas Terbuka, tempat impian dan potensi tak pernah berhenti bertumbuh.
Okay, good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and warm greeting to us all. Mas Daniel, can we begin?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
This Q&A is, guys, respect to lectures and academic staff of Universitas Terbuka and Virtual University of Pakistan, and dear students and alumni of Universitas Terbuka and the Virtual University of Pakistan, and all the participants join us today. It is a great pleasure to welcome to you to the 7th webinar Forum of Collaboration to Leverage Innovation, or Pukul, organized by the Center for Research and Innovation in Open Distance Education, Universitas Terbuka, Indonesia. We are pleased to gather virtual today is a good, healthy, and spirit. Today's theme is the best practice is research, commercialization, and innovation from Virtual University of Pakistan. We are honored to our speaker, Prof. Dr. Tanveer Hussain. Is it any in this webinar? Prof. Tanveer, did you stay?
Yes, I can hear.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. It's nice to shoot to how are you, sir?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. Alhamdulillah, I'm fine.
Okay. Thanks to your time to share with us. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, please allow me the present and the agenda for today's season is first, we are opening remarks by Prof. Dewi Artati Patmoputri, PhD, a head of the Research Institute and the Community Services Universitas Terbuka. And the second time is welcoming remarks by the Professor Eti Pujulestari, MSc, the head of the Center for Research and Innovation in Open Distance Education, Universitas Terbuka. And the third is the speakers by Prof. Tanveer Hussain, is the director of the Office of the Research and Commercialization in the Virtual University of Pakistan. And the winner will be moderated by Mr. Daniel Pasaribu, MA. The last but not least, the question and answers, because we have two special gifts for the first and the second question in the real time. And the last, we are the closing with the photo sessions. We hope the webinar will be provide valuable knowledge, inspiring with new ideas, and foster future collaboration among us. Without further ado, let Mr. Daniel Pasaribu, we start today programs, time and network as yours.
Terima kasih, Bu Manda. Maybe before
All right.
before we begin the presentation, I would like to give the floor to Ibu Eti, ya.
Yeah.
So please give the floor to Bu Eti first, Ibu Manda.
Okay.
For opening remarks.
For opening remarks.
Yes.
And
Okay,
welcoming
thank you.
remarks. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Mbak Manda, Mas Daniel. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody. Distinguished speaker, Professor Dr. Tanveer Hussain. How are you?
I'm fine, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. respected colleges, lecturers, tutor, and dear student. On behalf of the Center of Research and Innovation in Open and Distance Learning, LPPM Universitas Terbuka, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the webinar Vocal, a form of collaboration to leverage innovation, or Vocal Series 7. Today's webinar highlights a very important agenda, the downstreaming of the research and the commercialization of innovation. In this session, provides us with a valuable opportunity to learn from the experience from the virtual University of Pakistan, and particularly of the effective approaches to research, commercialization, and innovation. We are honored to have from Professor Dr. Tanveer Hussain from Orange Virtual University, Pakistan, with us today to share insight and the best practices that can be inspired from the Universitas Terbuka. We hope that this webinar will be enriched for our understanding and so encourage stronger collaboration in advancing research impact to the Universitas Terbuka. We now officially open to vocal series with the Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you and enjoy with the webinar series. Billahi taufiq walhidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Prof. Eti Pujulestari. And now, Mr. Daniel, can we begin or still waiting for Prof. Dewi Patmo?
No, we
to-
can.
No.
We can start now.
All right.
I'm sorry because Bu Dewi apologize because she went to Kupang because this is an graduation ceremony.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Eti. And now, time and network as yours, Mr. Daniel.
Okay, thank you, Ibu Manda. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good morning, everyone. Distinguished speaker, respected lecturers, dear students and participants from Universitas Terbuka and Virtual University of Pakistan. Welcome to the webinar forum of collaborations to leverage innovation focal series 7 organized by LPPM Universitas Terbuka. My name is Daniel Pasaribu and I will be your moderator for today's sessions. Today's webinar carries the theme Best Practices in Research Commercializations and Innovations from Virtual University of Pakistan. This session aims to provide insight into how research can be transformed into impactful innovations and successfully commercialized. Before we begin, please allow me to share a few guidelines. First, kindly keep your microphone muted during the sessions. Participants are welcome to submit questions through the chat box or raise hands. The Q&A, questions and answer sessions, will be held after the presentations, and we will select the two best questioners from Indonesian participants to receive the gift. Certificates will be issued after the webinar upon from submissions via the provided link. The last, please remain respectful and professional throughout the webinar. It is my great honor to introduce our distinguished speakers for today's sessions. Our speaker for today's session is Professor Dr. Tanveer Hussain. He is currently a Director, Office of Research and Commercialization, or ORIC, from Virtual University of Pakistan, Islamabad. He completed his doctoral studies in molecular biology and biotechnology, animal genomics in 2013 at the University of Veterinary and Animal Sciences, Lahore, Pakistan. Professor Tanveer has held multiple international fellowship at prestigious institutions, including the Cornell University, the Joint FAO or IEDA divisions of nuclear techniques in food and agriculture, and the Asian Association of Open Universities Academic Fellowship 2025 at Universitas Terbuka. And he has a strong research profile with publication in internationally recognized journal index in Scopus. He's an expert in research commercializations and innovation management with extensive experience in bridging academia and industry. Without further ado, I'd like to invite Professor Dr. Tanveer Hussain to deliver his presentation. Professors, the time is yours.
Thank you very much, Mr. Daniel. Assalamu alaikum to all. Selamat pagi. And I'm very happy to see many familiar faces. Thank you to Ms. Manda for starting the event. And I'm grateful to Professor Ati. She has been very inspiring person and always very active, and I take positive energy from her always. So thank you very much for the kind invitation. And can I share my slides, my screen?
Sure. Yeah.
Can you see my presentation?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Very
fine.
clear. Yeah.
That's good. So formally, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'm Tanveer Hussain from Virtual University of Pakistan, and currently I have the responsibility of Director ORIC, which is Office of Research, Innovation and Commercialization. And I'm also the part of Department of Biological Sciences and heading the Animal Genomics and Biodiversity Research Group at Virtual University of Pakistan, Islamabad. I'm really honored that the Forum for Collaboration to Leverage Innovation, Focal, you have invited me for delivering this talk. And I'm really grateful to Professor Devi Atati Padma Putri, who is the head of Research Institute and Community Services at Universitas Terbuka, Indonesia. And of course, I'm really grateful to Professor Dr. Ati Puji Listari, who is head of the Center of Research and Innovation at the University of Terbuka, Indonesia. And thank you, Mr. Daniel, the moderator of today's event, for the kind introduction. I will be talking on the best practices of research, innovation, and commercialization, and I will give some examples how we are doing this work at Virtual University of Pakistan. We will proceed with the introduction of Pakistan, because I see many of the participants, they might not have, they don't know many things about Pakistan. So I will give a brief about Pakistan as well as the Virtual University of Pakistan. And then I will give a brief about the ORIC at Virtual University of Pakistan. And then I will share some examples what we are doing at Virtual University of Pakistan. And then, of course, there are many possibilities of linkages and partnership among the both universities. If you see the world map, you can see the Pakistan and Indonesia, they are distant apart, but the hearts of both nations are very close to each other. And I'm very happy when I visited Indonesia last year. It was a great experience. I have a lot of memories. I still remember the kindness and the kind hospitality of Indonesian people. So you are, mashallah, great people. I really wish I can visit you again and I can enjoy the hospitality and the respect and love from you all. And of course, you all are welcome to Pakistan. We will be very happy to host you. And both the universities, the Universitas Terbuka Indonesia and Virtual University of Pakistan, they are friends in knowledge and innovation. And I wish both countries and both universities, they strengthen their collaboration and they move ahead with joint spirits. If you see the map of Pakistan, you can see we have a diverse landscape. On the south, we have oceans, then we have high mountains, and then there is desert part, and then we have the very fertile region of Punjab, and then the high mountains over the north of Pakistan. And here in this region, we call it the roof of the world because it is the part of Karakoram and Himalayan high mountains. And we have the second highest mountain of the world, which is K2. On the north, on the eastern side, we have the Indian border aligning with us. Then we have Jammu and Kashmir. Then we have China border on the north of Pakistan, and then the Russian states like Tajikistan, Turkmenistan. They are also very close to Pakistan. And then the huge area of Afghanistan, and of course, the Iran is also sharing almost 900 kilometers of borders with Pakistan. So geographically, it is a very diverse country, and strategically, it's placed at a very important place at the globe. I would like to tell you about Pakistan as well. We got independence in 1947, like Indonesia got the independence in 1947. Qaid-e-Azam, father of the nation, Muhammad Ali Jinnah. You can see the state symbol, and our national motto is unity, faith, and discipline. And you can see the state monument, Minar-e-Pakistan. And I remember when I was in Jakarta, I also saw similar kind of minar in Jakarta. The capital is Pakistan. Capital of Pakistan is Islamabad. I am residing in Islamabad, and the Virtual University of Pakistan has its head office at Islamabad. Area is, you can see, it's a big country. We are 240 million people, less than Indonesia, but still it's a big country. Pakistan is very rich in natural resources. We are basically agricultural based economy. And of course, we also have the petroleum, gas, salt, limestone, and gold as well. And if you talk about the agricultural products, we are the one of the largest producer of cotton and wheat and rice in the world, and also sugar canes, a lot of vegetables and fruits, and of course milk, beef, mutton, skin and hides. All these products are we are very rich in this aspect. Predominantly, Pakistan is a Muslim country with over 97% Muslims. We have Christians, Hindus, Sikhs, and other religions, and they are living with very close harmony with each other. And like Indonesia, our currency is also a rupee, so we call it Pakistan rupees. The capital of Pakistan is one of the most beautiful capitals in the world, and you are most welcome to come to Islamabad, and we will be very happy to host you. Pakistan is a very diverse in culture, and if you see the colorful and loving nature of different areas of Pakistan, you will be surprised that people like to wear colorful clothes. And if you see our tuk-tuk and trucks, you will be very happy because the truck art and rickshaw art in Pakistan is famous, not only in Pakistan, but all over the world. So let's start with the introduction of my university, the Virtual University of Pakistan, which is one of the largest distance learning university and technology-based university, and it was made in 2001. And Alhamdulillah, now we have become one of the largest university in Pakistan. It has more than 200 campuses across the country. and more than 85 degree programs are being offered. We have 4 different TV channels, and we have a biological sciences set up and the labs set up in 21 different cities. So it's a very unique university which is offering high quality education, very affordable, and easily accessible to all ages. So we are very fortunate that we are part of this wonderful university. I would like to show you a video in which you can know more about the university.
Uh, Excuse me, sir. Prof. Tanveer, we cannot hear
Okay, no
the
problem. Maybe
sound.
there is some
Okay,
technical issue.
okay,
So
no problem.
maybe we can try another video. If still there is no sound, then we can go to the
Okay,
slides.
no problem.
Okay. You can hear the sound now.
Not yet, sir. Still, we can't hear any sound.
Is it okay? You can
Yeah,
hear the sound?
no, no, still not yet. Okay, maybe
There is no sound?
not yet, sir.
Okay, I think
Yeah,
we can
yeah.
skip the videos.
Skip, yeah. Here, we
Uh,
can move to another slide.
Yes, yes. Okay,
Okay.
let's come to the Office of Research, Innovation and Commercialization at Virtual University of Pakistan. Here is our team. We have a director of audit, and then we have deputy director. One manager is for research and one manager for innovation. And there is a media coordinator, accountant, and research associates. And also we have a PDC team, which is Professional Development Center, which comes under the umbrella of ORIC. And also we have SSBC, Student Startup Business Center. And this also comes under the umbrella of ORIC. And there is another big office, which is Business Incubation Center. And all these comes under the umbrella of ORIC. That means ORIC is a you can say is an office maybe like LPPM, because when I visited the Terbuka University, I saw you have a big office, big building of LPPM, which is doing great work. And we are also trying to have such type of center, especially for the ORIC. But Alhamdulillah, we still, our team is working very efficiently and doing some very good works. I will give you some details of it. Actually, the most of our logical framework on the ORIC is based on the research, planning the research that gives us the output, which is most important. We wish that all the research work being done at the university is planned in such a way that it gives some output and it brings outcomes in the society. And because all the research should downstream to the community so that it brings some useful changes, and that changes are the impact. That means all the research that is being used in the lab or in the if it is social scientist research, it should have some outcomes and it should have some impacts on the society. So this is the logical framework. and all the research works being done in the university should be linked with the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, and also they should be aligned with the national priorities as well as the university priorities. Because without linkages of the research with the SDGs and national priorities, you cannot expect the real impacts, real benefits to the society. So we are working on this main principle. As I mentioned earlier, the main uh, components of ORIC are the professional development centers, research and innovation part, and third one is the business incubation center and SSBC, which is the student startups business center. I will give you details of these. But before going into detail, as I mentioned, that all the research work being done in the university should be having some outcomes and impacts to the society. And for that reason, we always try that all the research being planned by the faculty members as well as by the students should follow these guidelines, because an impactful research proposal should be made by considering why it is needed. The problem statement should be very obvious, and why you can say really demanded. The objectives should clearly say that, and also the methodology should be very clear and should be uh, you can say so obvious that it should bring some good outcomes. And for that you need a specific budget which should be justified, and there should be justified timeline, and then the expected outcomes according to the SDGs, according to the national plan. So national priorities and the university priorities are planned. And then it should be sustainable. There are some research works which are just one-time research, but there we like to have some research works which should have the long-term impacts, which have the sustainability. And for that reason, you have to select a very targeted team. And we always prefer to have diverse team having different backgrounds of parties, so that it is more impactful. And in those, but to reach those outcomes, we always prefer that our proposals, research proposals, should be good, and those should not have these problems which are I'm now sharing, that it should not have the problem statement which is unclear, and it should not be having weak rationale, because if you cannot convince us that why this research is needed, then it will not be funded. And also there is a lack of context, because sometimes the proposal does not connect the research to the real world problems or the local problems, so such type of research is also not funded. And also we uh, ask the students and researchers that do not aim for bigger things. That means you cannot do too much things with limited funding and limited time. So you should be very targeted and very close to the reality. And also the if the literature review is not properly done, then that proposal will not be funded by the ORIC. And also the methodology should be properly defined, because if the research design is lacking, it is not giving you the desired results. And also, if there is lack of innovation, if the research is just a repetition, then it will not offer new things. So we try that every new project, every new research should have some new perspective of studies. And also the budget should be very rationalized, and it should not be overly calculated, and it should be properly justified. And also the proper write-up is necessary. And also sometimes if it is targeted for the national or international funding agencies, then it should have all the guidelines of that funding agencies so that it follows all its criteria. At Virtual University of Pakistan, we have taken some initiatives. We provide our faculty members the internally funded projects. We every year we try to identify the best researchers, and we try to give the publication charges to the faculty members and also the honorariums and we support for the national international events. But of course, we first ask the faculty members to try the national funding agencies like Higher Education Commission of Pakistan, Pakistan Science Foundation, and such bodies, and then the university also supports. And of course, we also we give appreciations to our faculty members and students so that they could be motivated and they because the copy motivation and keeps them moving. And this is very, very important. The appreciation is very, very important for the motivation. And there are some activities by the ORIC, like we regularly organize series of training and workshops for the faculty members, staff, and students. Like, mashallah, UT is doing great work. They are always actively engaging and organizing many workshops and conferences. I really appreciate that. And also, we invite national and international resource persons. And also, we focus on the mental health and well-being of the employees as well. This is very, very important aspect. And also, the internal competitions and awards are announced for the faculty members and staff. And we try to build the connection with the industry because the industry academia linkages is very important. And also we regularly host different type of expos, ideas, competition, and also we promote our students to participate in different expos. We have the business incubation center, which I mentioned earlier, and also the business startup student startup business center because and I will give you some examples of this SSBC and funds allocated to the to support the student startup. I will give you details about this as well. And also we try to regularly host different property international property organization seminars and workshops for the students and teachers so that they know their how to get the property rights of their outcomes and their products. And of course, national and international linkages. And this lecture is also a good example of establishing national and international linkages. I still remember that when I visited last year to the Universitas Terbuka, I don't remember that previously we had any joint collaboration with the with your university, but when we had a visit of the Terbuka University, that visit which was hosted by the university LPPM, and I worked with the Honorable Dean Dr. Nurmawati, Faculty of Science and Technology, and there we discussed many opportunities for some joint work and research. And Alhamdulillah, I'm very happy that now our Faculty of Science and Technology and this Faculty of Science and Technology at UT both are doing many joint works. And this is one of the best examples that how the international linkages actually leverage both institutions. Okay. At Virtual University of Pakistan, we also encourage different departments to build their research groups. Like in our department, we have our Animal Genomics and Biodiversity Research Group, which is doing work in the area of animal genomics and biodiversity in Pakistan. And my research team is very, very good team, mashallah, and they are very productive team, and we are running different type of research projects at the moment. So these type of research groups are encouraged by the other departments as well. So VU Auric is actually the bridge to convert student and faculty ideas into supported ventures. Our role is not only giving them trainings and exposures, but also flourish their ideas so that they can become independent job, not job seekers, but the job givers. Here you can see how the ORIC enables business startups, or and I will give you some details about what is the role of ORIC, how the Business Incubation Center and SSBC is supporting, what are the different services we are giving, and what are the different startups which we selected in our previous calls, and what are the basic impact areas. ORIC at Virtual University serves as a focal point for research, development, innovation, commercialization, national and international collaborations, consultancies, startups by the faculty and by the students, entrepreneurship, and of course, various kind of trainings, workshops, and conferences. So overall, ORIC is doing all this work at VU, like I believe LPPM is doing similar kind of work at your university. We are trying that we develop useful knowledge and evidence-based research, which is useful for not only for the Virtual University of Pakistan, but also for the society. And also we support the innovation. We try to translate ideas into solutions and prototypes. And of course, the third most important part is commercialization. We move viable technologies and services towards market. And then the entrepreneurship abilities and skills are created among the faculty members and also among the students so that they can grow in their businesses. And one of the most important thing is linkages. As I mentioned earlier, linkages, networking is very important, not only at national level, but also international level, because with the help of these networks and linkages, the person grows, the business grows, and it has a lot of, many other advantages as well. The strategic role of ORIC is to provide the institutional mechanism through which virtual university can align academic work and socio-economic needs, industry problems, and market opportunities for our students as well as for our faculty members. And how it is related to us, for startups, ORIC is enabling platform for guidance, incubation. We give monitoring, we give also the exposure to the students, we provide funding and also the commercialization support. ORIC is umbrella for innovation, commercialization, entrepreneurship, in training, industry liaison, and investors, as I already mentioned earlier. But here, under the ORIC, there are two other big departments. One is Business Incubation Center, and one is Students Startup Business Center. And Business Incubation Center is basically the Higher Education Commission, which is the apex body of higher education in Pakistan. BIC was actually supported by HEC to promote business ideas and startups and support students, alumni, faculty, and staff. So that project is from the national apex body, that is Higher Education Commission of Pakistan. But the SSBC is supported by VU. VU actually created this, and credit goes to the higher authorities of the Virtual University of Pakistan. And also, I will acknowledge the collaboration of HEC and PEP Foundation in creating the SSBC. And it provides seed money, co-working space, training, mentoring, networking, and entrepreneurial exposure to our students. This SSBC is particularly focused on students, and it is supported by the Virtual University of Pakistan. All the money it comes from the Virtual University of Pakistan. The so what is the aim of ORIC and SSBC? Our main aim is to enhance the entrepreneurial spirit through regularly organized seminar, workshops, conferences, business ideas, competitions, and also inculcate the entrepreneurial skills among students. This is very important because the students usually they lack such skills, but our ORIC and SSB is trying to develop these kind of skills among our students to encourage them to become job creators, not the job seekers. So our aim is to make them job creators. These are the services which we provide our students. For example, number one is the free co-working space. We provide free co-working space at our university at different places, and we also give them monitoring and training because the students usually need these type of trainings, and also we give them the opportunities of networking with the NGOs and government bodies, and also we give the award money, the seed money to start their business, and it is like 500,000 Pakistan rupees. And then also we provide them the VU facilities, and also we provide them the different opportunities to participate in entrepreneurial events, and also commercialization support is given by the ORIC, and practical guidance, particularly our Department of Management Science is active in providing these type of services to our students. You can see all these activities, all these aspects are being supported by the VU ORIC to our students. And actually, the startup journey, it starts with the awareness of the idea generation. Then the SSBC screens those ideas, and we select the best ones, and then we give them the opportunity to incubate, to flourish, and they also get training, technical advices from us, and then we also give them the opportunity to connect to the market so that their products can be exposed to the market, and they are exposed to the open customers. And of course, we provide them the funding, initial seed money, and opportunity for the linkages and commercializations. And what is the benefit of this? What the expected values for our university do? Because number one, more students-led innovations will be there. We will be happy if more students are become the innovators. The stronger the employability and self-employment. But I said earlier that the our students should be job creators, not the job seekers, and then create community relevance, practical exposure for students and researchers, and of course, supporting the national goals and reducing the unemployability in the country. Here at a glance, if you see, we received 1,143 registrations, and then we received 446 business ideas, out of which we got the business plans from 147 students, and at the end, 24 students, they were awarded seed money. And you can see below that the seed money ceiling is 500,000, and the leading cities Lahore, Karachi, and Rawalpindi, because these are the big cities of Pakistan, and most of the students were from this region, and they were supported for their startups. Here you can see we have a total 58 million Pakistan rupees funding under this SSBC, and we have invested 55 million out of 58 million, and the profit on this 55 million is used for seed money for the students. And you can see that every year we give support to many students in different batches. For example, this student, Mr. Bilal Haider, he was supported for his services for fashion brands, apparel brands, beds, textile products. So he was spotted in his business venture, which was offering in-house design services. So he was spotted. And also, if you see, there was another uh, business idea which in our local language we call it shifting wale. That means who help in relocation of different people. So Mr. Rabab Iqbal was given seed money for this idea. And there was another idea, oyster mushrooms, for cultivation of oyster in Islamabad region. And Miss Kiran Iqbal was spotted for her idea on making a small bakery studio, which was specialized in customized cake, cupcakes, and cookies for birthdays, gatherings, and weddings. So she was spotted in her this idea. Another idea was the making of online platform for affordable doorstep handyman services like electrician, plumber, carpenter. So such type of services were, a platform was made with the name of Skill by our student, Mr. Rana Umar Ijaz. Another example in the batch 3 is the digital learning services uh, for digital literacy. And there was another a business idea with the name of Chicks Drive, which was business to business online portal and mobile app for poultry industry, connecting vendors, brokers, farmers, medicine companies, and distributors. So this Mr. Shamsher Khan was awarded seed money for this business idea. There was another student, Mr. Zahir Afzal Khan, who was given the seed money for Desi Murgi and Desi Ande. Murgi means chicken and Ande means eggs in our local language. So he gave the idea of providing the organic poultry products for health conscious customers in Pakistan. So you can see different type of business ideas were spotted. And also there was an idea of natural food. The Rivayat trend was traditional female dress idea. Alpha app, I like this very much because this was the development of app for rural women to access maternity awareness, valid information, doctors' contacts, advices, and learning tutors. So this app was very good by Ms. Khiza Hayat. And there was another Mashroomi April, which was targeting the traditional clothing in Pakistan. So you can see different type of business ideas were supported by our ORIC. Here you can see the main impact areas are healthy food and agriculture, women and family being, education and digital inclusion, in local services and jobs. So these are the basically core areas which were supported by the SSBC in the past. But in this all journey, we come up with some challenges as well. One challenge is market validation beyond initial city or niche. And another one is the customer trust, because sometimes the gaining the customer trust is difficult by the newcomer, by the new business person, because the students are not very well versed and they are not very well planned. So sometimes they feel problem in gaining the customer trust. Sometimes operational consistency and service quality control is lacking, and sometimes the access to follow on funding after the seeds money stage. Once the seed money is over, then the sustainability is an issue. Then the digital marketing and conversion to paying customers. It is sometimes it is important. This is the main problem for the new startups. But there are opportunities for ORIC as well. One opportunity is formal mentor panel by the sector and function. Investor demo days can be arranged. Legal IPs and quality assurance clinics can be organized. Partnership with the industry can be further strengthened. Impact reporting to attract new donors. So these are the opportunities for us as well. We have identified these areas on which we can work and further enhance these services. So this was a brief what the ORIC is doing for helping the entrepreneurship and helping the startups, and how the SSBC and BSc is working in Virtual University of Pakistan. So with these words, I would say we wish to be partners in open distance learning and teaching, and this is the current seminar is a good example of joint work. There are some possibilities of collaboration between us. For example, we can have focal persons from both universities, and I'm happy that the Faculty of Science and Technology at UT and Faculty of Science and Technology at VU are having a memorandum of agreement, and they are doing joint work. And I'm very happy that I am acting as a facilitator in this process. We can have joint research studies, and I remember that we have planned some joint studies with the help of scientists from UT and the researchers from Virtual University. There should be some joint courses and study programs in the days ahead. Technical staff exchange should be done, and faculty exchange as well as the student exchange, because the student exchange brings the cultural harmony, cultural understanding between the both countries. And I wish that our students and your students can come to us, and our students can go to your university in future to learn more from each other, and also bring the cultural harmony in both the countries. Our biolabs at Virtual University of Pakistan, because I am a biology person and I have my lab, and my research team is doing great work. Alhamdulillah, I'm very proud of my team. Mashallah, they are young people. They are doing very good work. You can see different labs at Virtual University of Pakistan. We have mobile biolab, which is a unique. This lab has all the lab laboratory facilities. It moves from one city to another city during the semester and provide opportunity for our students to learn in remote areas as well. As I said earlier, I welcome you to Pakistan, which is the land of love, respect, and hospitality. As I mentioned earlier, on one side of Pakistan, we have oceans, we have deserts, we have green plains, and then we have the high mountains of the world. So it's a very diverse country. You should visit to Pakistan. And I have some memories of visit to UT Indonesia. It was great to see different important buildings of Jakarta, and also it was great to see different departments of UT. Very happy that I was part of. I spent some very memorable days over there. I'm really grateful to Professor Dr. Nurmawati and Professor Enric and Mr. Dickey, who visited Virtual University of Pakistan last year, and we have signed memorandum of agreement, and I believe it will be very productive in coming days. The UT delegation also visited the local villages to see what are the different opportunities that we can work in the village areas as well. And then we have detailed meetings with the different departments of Virtual University of Pakistan. And you can see during their visit, we have kept them in a very tight schedule, and they visited looked at different campuses of Virtual University of Pakistan and had meetings with the students and the head of departments to explore the opportunities, how we can benefit from each other. So at the end, I would say Terima kasih. Thank you very much. Together we rise, Pakistan and Indonesia. brothers for life. Thank you very much. If you have any question, I will be very happy to answer.
Well, thank you, Professor Dr. Tanveer Hussain, for your insightful and inspiring presentations regarding the research commercializations and innovations from Virtual University of Pakistan. Now, Bapak Ibu, we will now move to the question and answer sessions. Participants who would like to ask questions may raise their hands or write in the chat box, and I will read and direct the questions to our speaker. Okay, Bapak Tanveer, let me check first from the chat box if we have any questions or not. Okay, I have a questions from some of the Indonesian participants, Pak Tanveer, because you know that some of us have a problem with the English, so they send me in Bahasa Indonesia, and I'm translating the questions into Bahasa Inggris to English. So let me share you the two questions from the Indonesian participants. Okay. Okay, they have two questions, sir. The first
Yes.
question is, how are students involved in research commercializations? Second is, to what extent do partnership with foreign universities contribute to research commercializations? And what strategies are used to build this collaboration? So the first question is about the involvement of the students. Second is about the collaboration with the foreign university and how to sustain or build these collaborations with the foreign network. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. This is a very good question, and actually, this is the aim of this seminar, that how the students can be involved, how uh, the university can help them to grow, to start their businesses. So this is the one of the most important thing is that your LPPM is doing similar kind of activities, and I have during my visit I have seen that mashallah they are doing good activities. And for the undergraduate students, the most important thing is to involve in the research activities. If they will be involved in research activities with their teachers or with their seniors, they will learn the process of research, ethics of the research, and that can be, that can be downstreams to the society. And also with the research, they should do some awareness sessions and you can say the sessions which are close to the society. For example, if there is a research, I give you my example. We did a research on the yak, which is in an animal in the north high mountains of Pakistan. And based upon our research findings, we conducted a session with the farmers. We invited farmers and we gave them our suggestions that what type of parasites we saw in their animals, and we gave them some advices how they can better uh, they can manage their animals in a better way. What are the different business opportunities? How can they benefit from our research? So such type of lab to field activities, they will actually promote such these impactful researches. So students should be involved in these type of research activities so that they can go out of the lab to the field, and then they can link between the society and the laboratory to and then they will realize that what type of research is needed by the community. and then they can plan their research work accordingly. But of course, with the guidance from the senior teachers, guidance from the senior researchers, and under the umbrella of your university, which is LPPM. And of course, this is not a one-time activity. It is a continuous effort.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, for the answers. Very insightful. And now we have, we have raised hand question, sir. Maybe from Ibu BPSV Novriani. Okay, Ibu Novriani, you can. Uh, the floor is yours. Ibu Novriani.
Hello?
Okay, that's clear. Okay.
Yes, thank you very much. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to ask during this session, and it's been an honor to listen to your presentation, sir. My name is Novriani. I am one of the students from Universitas Terbuka in Indonesia, precisely in one of the provinces. It is called Bengkulu, sir. I would like to thank you to Professor Tanveer Hussain and the VU team from Pakistan for the insightful presentation. And also I pray that may Allah reward your contributions to the research, innovation, and startups and students and others in need. And this is the first time I've ever come across such a comprehensive program that helps students with the startups, like commercialize the research and other stuff that you have been presenting today. And I want to ask a few questions. The first question is, it is actually similar to the previous one, but I would like to ask precisely about how does ORIC ensure the sustainability of startups after the seed funding stage? Like, how do you make sure that these startups will go and the seed money will not just go away like that? And the second question is for me and many students outside of Pakistan, what practical steps that we can take to engage with ORIC initiatives, maybe such as participating in funded research or incubation programs or publication support. Like maybe we can get like APC waivers if the journals have APC. I've also checked some of the journals. Some are free of charge, but some are not. And the third question is it possible that we can participate or collaborate remotely? I live in Indonesia, so I think for now there is no way for me to go to Pakistan, sir. Thank you very much for the time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you very much for three very nice questions. I will give answer of the third questions first. Yes, you are always most welcome to participate in our events, and usually I share different type of activities with my counterparts, the Honorable Dean, Professor Nurmawati, and Honorable Professor Yudi Sityanti, and also I always keep Miss Manda and Professor Ati in the loop, and I share different type of events with them, and they can formally circulate it so that all the students and teachers at your university can participate in our events, and we will be very happy to host. And the question number one, which was very important question, that how we ensure the sustainability of the startups and how we make sure that the seed money is not wasted. And I honestly, this is very difficult thing. Some of the startups are failed, maybe due to the lack of consistency, maybe due to the lack of proper planning, and sometimes the students, they have not done good homework and they are not, well prepared for the market scenario. And another big reason for the failure of the startups is the sudden, change in the market due to economical or geopolitical situations. Like these days, we are also facing a kind of pressure, and these and such type of economic pressures, uh, which arise from the geopolitical or national scenarios. Sometimes the startups, they're more prone to be affected. The big companies, they can sustain, but the startups sometimes they cannot sustain such type of pressures. But with the proper guidance from the mentors, proper guidance from the ORIC, they can be more sustainable. So ORIC is always trying hard to be in touch with the students and we guide them. But still, there are some startups which are failed, which are not, sustained for a long time. And ORIC as well as the LPPM should continuously arrange such type of events so that the students get uh, uh, updated with the recent advances nationwide as well as worldwide. So the regular courses, regular organization of trainings and workshops is very important because this keeps you motivated as well. I hope
Okay,
I answer your question.
thank you, Prof. Bapak Ibu jika ingin raise hand dalam bahasa Indonesia juga nggak apa-apa ya. Okay, sir, we have another questions from the chat box. Let me read for you. And we have a questions from Hidayah. The question is, which business in batch 2 do you think has the greatest growth potential? Give us the reason and yeah, why?
The to my experience, the business related to the food and the clothings, they are more successful. And the reason behind is that the clothings and the food business, they are always growing. The demand is not, on the reduction side. This is always on the higher side. And if there is a demand, there is always pressure on the supply. So, according to my experience, the business related to the food industry and business related to the clothing industry, fashion industry is more, and they are having high chances of sustainability. I hope.
Okay, yeah, that is the answer from Professor Tanveer, Ibu
But
Hidayah.
this
Okay.
this situation can vary from area to area. In your location, maybe there is some other businesses which are, more. They have more chances of growth in short time.
All right. Thank you for your explanation.
Okay, Prof. Tanveer, we have a question from the students. Yeah, I think that it's great, yeah, to have a students have a question in this webinar. Her name is Hesti. She is she's from the archival science in Bandung. Her question is, based on the experience of the virtual University of Pakistan, could you kindly share what initial steps students in distant learning environment, such as Universitas Terbuka, can take to develop their research into innovation? So maybe this is about the involvement of the students in the distant learning. So maybe you can explain about the situation in Pakistan.
I'll give you the perspective from Pakistan, the Virtual University of Pakistan. In Virtual University of Pakistan, our faculty members are placed in different locations. And the students from different locations, they can approach to the teachers placed in different cities, in different locations, and they can have, they can take direct mentoring from them. They can take advices from them. We always encourage that the students and teacher interaction is enhanced, so that the students learn more and more from us. And also, in addition to that, we regularly try to organize different type of activities, and we welcome our students, like actually you are doing at this time. I believe a large number of students from your university across Indonesia, they must have participated in this event. So I believe that such type of activities in person at different locations where the teachers are available, and online if the teachers are not available all the time at all locations. So these type of activities really help the students. And in
Okay.
addition to that, I always encourage the students to take internship opportunities in different industries, in different other universities, in different research institutes, because these the exposure in the form of internships always strengthen the experience of students.
Okay, so sir, thank you ya, Hesti. Jadi mahasiswa bisa banyak terlibat ya di dalam aktivitas baik penelitian dan webinar, lebih kurang seperti itu. Okay, sir, we move to the next questions. There is a questions from Ibu Rosalita. So the question is, let me read the questions. Sorry, not yet. The question is.
Jadi skornya
2-1.
2-1. Babak kedua, Bang.
Babak pertama tinggal 5 menit, terus babak kedua.
Tolong di mute dulu.
Rima juga dia.
Iya. Tapi
kau juga anu
Next,
higahnya.
please.
Okay, the next question is, what are the emerging or the current research priority in Pakistan? Furthermore, is there any equivalent to the MBG? MBG means the Free Nutritious Meals Program policy implemented in Pakistan. Wow, maybe this is yeah. I think that this is also a good question. Yeah, Prof. Tanveer. What are the emerging research priority in Pakistan today? Furthermore, is there any equivalent to the Free Nutritious Meals Program policy implemented in Pakistan?
Of course, there is a program in Pakistan in which we provide free milk and nutrition to the school students at different regions. And government has involved some local companies in this program, and they are getting very good outcomes. I know some a little bit details of this. They select different group of students. They do their deworming, and then they give them regular food for a period of up to 3 months, and then they have seen the considerable improvement in their health, not only in the health but also in the mental capabilities. So these type of you can say activities are going on in Pakistan. And if you talk about the research priorities, there are many research priorities in Pakistan. Number one, I know so far is the focus on the development of IT sector in Pakistan, and also the enhance the freelancing abilities of our students. And I remember that government of Pakistan, the Ministry of IT, has a very good initiative of a digital skills program in Virtual University of Pakistan. VU is offering that DigiSkill program, and it is now in its third phase. It was a huge success, and through this platform, I offer you as well. If your university students want to join the very high quality IT-based digital learning, e-marketing based courses from Virtual University of Pakistan, they are available free of cost. They are available on YouTube as well. You can join with zero investment. They are free of courses, and they are recorded by the market leaders. So millions of students in Pakistan have taken benefit from those courses, and they have become freelancers. They're providing many services to the world. So I wish if your university students can also participate in those programs, we will be happy to share. I will share its link to you, Daniel, and you can circulate them. And also, the food safety and food security is another major area of interest in Pakistan, because, like Indonesia, our population is growing very rapidly. We are already 240 million people, and by 2050, our population is going to be doubled. So that's why government is now focusing on food security and food safety. So, and there are many other areas of research. I can talk for long on this area, but I mentioned two big areas of interest by our government. I hope I answered the question.
Okay, sir. Thank you. That is the answer from Professor Tanveer. And now we move to the raise hand. Is there any raise hand questions? No? Or not yet? Okay, we move back to the chat box questions. We have a questions from Pramestika Sari. She's an accounting student. The question is, oh, sorry, no, this is not a question here. Okay, maybe we can move to the questions from Ibu Nofriani. Maybe she has additional questions for you, sir. What initial steps does ORIC take to ensure that startups have the capacity to sustain themselves and become profitable? And what are the governance or agreement mechanisms at the beginning, for example, in terms of service or MOU or revenue sharing? Maybe you can explain about the collaborations with the governments or agreements mechanisms.
Actually, we announce for the batch, for a new batch, and invite the students to submit their proposals. And then our team screen those proposals, and we select the best proposals out of them. And then we invite the students to share their business idea and share their plan. And then students come with their business plan, with their presentations, and with their all the details of that particular business idea. And in that process, our team helped them. And then if they got selected, we sign a agreement with them, and then we give them seed money with in different parts. We give them initial seed money to start or to set up, and then after they achieve a certain level, we give them second installment, and then after some time we give them third installment. So in 4 installments we give them this money, and during this period they have to show up their performances. And if they are not able to show up their performance, we try to coach them, we try to guide them. And still, if they are not able to continue, or they are not able to progress, then we discontinue that service. But this continuation comes at very later stage. Initial stages, we try to motivate them, we try to support them, so that they can grow up.
Okay. I hope that the answer is satisfying for Ibu Nofriani. Sir, we have another questions Do you have any collaborations with industry? How is collaboration between universities? I mean that the virtual university. This is a question from another participant. How is collaborations between virtual university and industry structured to support research commercializations?
This is a very good question. Yes, we do have collaboration with the industry. The industry is representing various aspects, various fields, and we try to host them regularly, and we try to invite them in our events as well. And you know, we actually reach out them through the House of Commerce in different cities, Chamber of Commerces in different cities, and this is the but industry is very you can say careful. They only fund those business ideas, or they fund those type of research which are really impactful. So to work with the industry, you have to be very proactive. You have to be result oriented. So the working with the industry is not easy task. They have always their own demands, and for that reason, we as well as our students have to be very upheld. They have to work very carefully or very dedicated. But of course, if the researcher is giving results to the problems of the industry is always happy to support them.
Okay, so virtual university has collaborations with industry, right? In terms of strengthening the research commercializations. Okay, thank you, sir, for the questions and for the answers. Maybe this is the last questions, I think, yeah, from the students. And how to motivate students. Oh, this is about motivations. So maybe I try to develop the questions. What kind of incentives that the students get when they are engaged in the research at virtual university, and how the students are engaged in every research, so that they can have maybe such as a publication or products.
For the students, because they are at their early career and they are developing their career, and they're always if they are in the masters or PhD level, they must be involved in the research, and they should be given due credits. For example, in my research group, if some student is doing work, I always try to give the first authorship to our student, and I try to be at the last, so that the students who are at the start of their career, who are developing their career, they should be benefited more. And if a student gets outcome of his research, that student is very motivated for the next task. So number one is the giving the due credits to the students is very important. And then if a student is performing good, the university or the LPPM and ORA should have a kind of mechanism in which they can be appreciated in the form of letters, in the form of awards, in the form of maybe prize money, cash money. So these type of things really motivate the students for the next task. So I believe these things keep the students motivated. But in this case, the most important role is of the research supervisor. If the research supervisor is taking care of his or her students with care, and giving them due credit and giving them the opportunity to participate at national and international events, then it gives more confidence to the students, and it is always beneficial for their career as well. So I believe I answered the question.
Okay, I think there is no more questions, sir. And all of the questions from the chat box have already been answered. And no more questions. And from the raise hands as well, there is no raise hand questions. So I think that's all for today. And I would like to remind all the participants to give the feedback via the link that has been sent in the chat box. And participants can get the certificate after the webinar. Okay, and you will get the certificate after you fulfill the feedback in the link. Okay, before we end this webinar, I would like, as I promised you in the beginning, that the two best questions will get the souvenir from LPPM Universitas Terbuka, and we really appreciate for your participations, questions, and your interactive involvement in this webinar. We also appreciate and send many thanks to Professor Tanveer Hussain for the best presentation, insightful, and for your time, sir. Okay, now I would like to ask Ibu Manda. Ibu Manda,
Sure.
ready for the announcement?
Yeah.
Okay, Ibu Manda, please, you can share on the screen the best two questions. Okay, Ibu Manda, please.
Absolutely. Yeah. The first is Mbak Nofriani from UT Bengkulu, and the second time is Miss Hesti Agustin UT Bandung.
Oke, jadi Bapak Ibu penanya terbaik adalah Nofriani dari UT Bengkulu ya, tadi ya
Ya.
BPS. Kemudian yang kedua ya Bu Hesti Agustin UT Bandung. Selamat ya. Dan nanti bisa menghubungi ke email saya di daniel.pasaribu@ikampus.ut.ac.id. Hadiahnya apa, Bu Manda?
Ada tas laptop sama tumbler.
Oke, nanti diterima ya. Siapa yang dapatkan tumbler dan tasnya. Terima kasih. Thank you Ibu Manda
Sama-sama.
for the announcements. Okay, do you have any closing statements, Professor Tanveer, for the webinar?
Thank you very much. I would say I'm really honored to be part of this focal webinar series, and I'm really honored that I have been invited. Thank you to Ms. Manda, thank you to Professor Yudi, and heartful thank to Professor Ati, and of course you. And I would say Selamat siang, terima kasih.
Okay, thank you. Before we conclude, I would like to express our sincere appreciations to Professor Dr. Tanveer Hussain, and we also thank all participants for your active participations. And now I give the floor to Ibu Manda for the official closing. Ibu Manda, the time is yours. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Daniel Pasaribu. The guiding today's season is so smoothly. And also the organizing committee would like to express our sincere gratitude to our distinguished speaker is Prof. Tanveer Hussain, there's an insightful and inspiring presentation. And don't forget to take a picture first. And for all the participants, please open your camera. Right. Can help Mas Himawan. Okay.
In 3, 2, 1. First page. Second page. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hikmawan. And don't forget to the feedback and the attendance for all the participants to get the certificate. And we also like to thanks to you all the participants and the speakers from Tanveer Hussain, and the moderator is Mr. Daniel Pasaribo. We hope today's discussion have the provide valuable knowledge and meaningful insight, and that it will be inspire future research, innovation, and the collaboration. Thanks for your attention and the participants. And Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Stay safe and see you in our next webinar.
Terima kasih. Terima
Thank
kasih
you very
Profesor
much.
Tanveer. Terima
Assalamualaikum
kasih.
warahmatullahi
Terima kasih Bapak
wabarakatuh.
Ibu. Ya.
Okay, bye.
Thank you. Thank you.